Dear family Mlinsek, dear representatives of the faculty, dear colleagues, dear students, dear friends of the forest. As the current president of ProSilva, the umbrella association of more than 20 members all over Europe, I was asked by Professor Juri Diazi to say a few words on the occasion of the memory of Professor Dusan Mlinsek. Of course, I will follow this request, and I thought this must happen in the forest. There is no better inspiring place for it than in a piece of forest which he would also have enjoyed. For me personally, after almost 30 years of managing my own private forest, the result here is clearly due to Dusan Mlinsek's inspiration. We now are already the older generation who started studying in the late 17th in the faculties in Vienna, Zurich, Ljubljana, or German faculties or elsewhere in Europe, where most of us were directly or indirectly influenced by the spirit of Professor Leibundgut. And also Dusan Mlinsek studied in Zurich at Professor Leibundgut, and then he came back to Ljubljana to give this knowledge a very special imprint. The inspiration of the primeval forests of the former Yugoslavia as a basic for comprehensive research work and studies, but also as visual objects for many excursions, was a key point. The intensive occupation with the processes in the primeval forests and a very special respect for it led Dusan Mlinsek to define forest management according to nature as the highest cultural task of man. During one of my few personal meetings with Professor Mlinsek, his humorous lecture and holistic view of the forest were particularly touching moments. The drawing of the magician with the infinite loop in his hand, where on one side of the loop it's written ecology and on the other side it's written economy, are a great symbol for the inseparable linkage of these two aspects in forest management in a cycle. The inspiration that Dusan Mlinsek was able to pass on and he could convince with his rich images and emotional inputs, they remain a distinctive original. In current science, many things are explained, but it is seldom possible to pass on the complex contents in such an integral and comprehensive way. Such a profound personality as Dusan Mlinsek, with his worldview and unconditional will to preserve functional ecosystems, has influenced generations of his successors, and I think the approach is still continuing to have effect on the students today. The foundation of ProSilva as a European network in 1989 was clearly his initiative, and the continuous development of the network is his legacy. In 2019, we were able to celebrate the 30th anniversary of our network in Radlje, also in memory of him, with the participation of his old friend Hubert Dolinšek. To develop these ideas and to carry them into the future is our obligation, and in times of climate change, circular economy and nature conservation tasks, the approach of ProSilva is of crucial importance. Linking science, practice and public outreach, may these methods go on to future generations. Finally, he found the peace in the cycle of nature. The French colleagues titled "The ProSilva Network loses one of its founding fathers. Merci, Mr. Mlinsek." I would like to add, Hvala lepa, Dusan.